Good morning, good evening, and good night. This is CryptoPicaroon with a Primordia post with your state of the nation for our DragonHorde collection. We are approximately 36 hours from white paper launched, and things are looking really interesting. So let's get right into it. The 24-hour volume for this collection is 0.14 ETH. It's relatively quiet, but the most notable bits that we need to look at is that we have an increase in the number of of DragonHorde that have been minted, because the collection size has now gone up. There are still 84 DragonHorde available, but now we have a much lower percentage of the collection size, simply because one of our Moonrunners whales actually burnt all of their blood yesterday and unleashed a horde of dragons. So we're now down to 4.4% of the collection listed, as opposed to 4.6 yesterday. So that still represents 3 diamond trophies worth of dragons. So each diamond trophy is 25 dragons. So you can pick up just 3 trophies comprised of dragons, if that is what you wanted to do. So what would it take to clear the entire collection off the floor? So there are a total of 84 items. Yesterday it would have cost you 19.2758 ETH to do so. Today it's costing you 19.3137. So that means there's a slight increase on what it would cost you to remove the entire collection off the floor. But what about the floor price? Let's see where we are. So let's look at that 0.1 ETH marker, and let's take us up to that marker nice and slowly to see where we get to. Right, there we go. So there are 16 items before we get to a 0.1 ETH floor. Yesterday that was at 14 assets below 0.1, and yesterday would have cost you 1.2408 ETH to clear those assets, and today it's going to cost you 1.3877 ETH. There are 2 more assets listed, which makes sense and gives that differential between the two. And before we hit the 0.2 mark, yesterday we had 41 assets at before the 0.2 mark, and today we have 41 assets. And yesterday would have cost you 4.7438, and today would have cost you 4.7417. So my negligible difference in cost. The important thing to note about the DragonHorde collection is that the overall collection size is going to be significantly less than the Moonrunner collection. And what we know before the white paper release, what we already know from yield, is that dragons play a huge part in maximizing yield generation, and the rarity matters. So a D3 is significantly more desirable than a D2, which is significantly more desirable than a D1, and obviously a legendary is your holy grail, and you can only get those from using your barrels, taking part in the tribe rewards collection, or there's 2 of them available for rerolls if you reroll a dice or with a runic dice or a ray gun. So that's the state of the nation for the Moonrunners DragonHorde official NFT asset, 36 hours away from the white paper release. We don't expect these prices to remain, because we do expect, once news gets out of what the yield looks like, we expect these DragonHordes to fly off the shelves, not because they're dragons, but literally because people will want to take them. And there are only 84 of them listed at the moment, and I don't see those lasting very much. Obviously not financial advice, but these dragons are there for the taking. This is CryptoPicaroon for the Primordia Post. Hope you've enjoyed the State of the Nation. Have a great day, and we shall see you soon.